Most people think you need 50 videos on YouTube before it starts working, like there is a magic number where algorithm finally decides that you are worthy of it. But that's not how it works, and it's not even close. I've seen channels with 500 subscribers signing clients every month. It's channels with 50,000 subscribers who couldn't sign no one. The difference? Not how many videos they have, but which videos they have. The thing I want to talk about today is a YouTube funnel. 3 types of videos, each doing its own job, where the top gives you the attention, middle builds your authority, and finally the bottom, it creates trust, which is definitely one of the most valuable things in high-ticket sales. But first, quick intro. I'm Max. I help business owners use YouTube to sign high-ticket clients for their businesses without relying on cold outreach or paid ads. So what's the first thing someone does when they have a problem? They start learning. They go to YouTube and type in something broad. How does YouTube marketing work? What's the best way to get clients online? Is starting a YouTube channel even worth it? These people are not looking for your service. At least not yet. They are exploring. They are just doing their research, and this is where you meet them. Video type number 1. Educational videos. This is your top of the funnel magnet. It's designed to reach out highest possible amount of people within your niche. Not to sell anything, not to pitch, just to show up as a person who clearly knows what they're talking about. Here's what makes this work for high tickets specifically. When people buy something for 5, 10 or even 20k, they don't want to buy it from stranger. They buy from people they've been watching, learning from, and slowly building trust with them over time. There is actually data on this. It takes about 7 to 12 exposures for a person to trust someone. So the formula is simple. Take a broad topic within your niche, for example, something your ideal client would search on its own, and then you teach it, genuinely teach it. So not a surface level overview. Go deep enough till the viewer thinks, okay, this guy really gets it. Now, you might be thinking, if I go broad, won't I attract the wrong kind of people? And that's a fair concern, but here's the thing, broad doesn't mean random. If you're a business coach, a video called 5 strategies to scale your coaching business in 2026 is still broad, but within your niche. So every single person who watches this video is by definition a coaching business owner. So they are not a wrong audience, they are just the whole market. So the key is to choose topics that are niche relevant but still wide enough to pull volume. And here's the beautiful part. These videos can be a CEO goldmine because people are searching these topics every day. So a well-optimized video can rank number 1 in YouTube search and can bring you new eyeballs. But one video like this won't sign you a client. However, it does something really important. It puts you on the radar. They watch it, they think, yeah, that was actually good. And the next time they see video from you, they click on it. So this is how top of the funnel works. You're not closing, you're opening. Okay, so educational video gets them in the door. They know your face, they know your name, they know what you're talking about, and maybe they watch a couple of your videos. So now the second video comes in, the problem solving video. And this is where things get specific, really specific. The educational video was broad, but the problem solving video is narrow. So it's not 5 strategies to grow your business like it was in the top of the funnel, but it can be something like the exact Facebook ad structure I'd use for a local service business. The educational video attracts people who are generally interested in the topic, but the problem solving video attracts people that actually have the problem. So here's the framework. So pick one specific problem your ideal clients is constantly struggling with. So not a broad topic, but rather something specific that they actually want to solve, and then you actually solve it. And I really mean it, like solve it. So don't tease a framework and hide it behind a paywall. No, just give them the answer. So deliver a micro win, so a small piece that actually moves the needle just because you taught them. Now you might be thinking, if I solve their problem for free, why would they pay me? You see, when you solve somebody's problem on YouTube, 2 things happen. First, they think, okay, if this is what I get for free, what do they deliver when I actually pay them? And second, this is the sneaky part, by solving one problem, you reveal 10 other problems they didn't even know they had. So you fill one gap and you make them realize the gap is actually way bigger. So when you solve someone's problem in a video, they don't just understand the solution, but they remember you. So when the problem gets big enough they actually need help, you are the first person they think of. These videos also tend to perform quite well from SEO perspective because searches are specific, but usually the competition is often lower and the intent is very high. So educational video puts you on the radar. The problem solving video makes you their go-to expert. Alright, so someone watch your educational content, then they watch a problem solving video, so they know you're legit, but they need one more thing, proof. And that's the third type of video, so case studies and client interviews. So the bottom of the funnel. So think about it. What's the number one objective someone has before spending 10k on service? It's not I don't have the money, it's I don't know if this will work out for me. And a case study video answers that objection without you having to handle it on a sales call, because the viewer watches someone who looks like them, who sounds like them, who says the same exact problems, and they see that person's transformation. So there are two formats that work here. And honestly, you eventually should have both. So format one, the case study walkthrough. So this is you presenting the story. You walk to the client's starting point, the challenges they had, and what the final result is. You show screenshots, data, specifics. So let's say, yeah, they came to us doing 8k per month. Now they are doing 30k, and here is what we did. And format 2, client interviews. This is even more powerful. You get the client on camera, even like a Zoom call, and you let them do the talking. So they share their story, their emotions, what they've been through, their before and after. Then you show the process, what you actually did, your framework, your unique approach. This is where you demonstrate your real strategy and real decisions. So you're not saying you're just good, you're showing how you're good. And then the results, specific numbers, what you actually managed to achieve. And here's the thing that makes case studies the perfect bottom of the funnel. Prospects who watched your educational content, seen your problem solving videos, and finally your case studies or client interviews, they typically close at an absurdly high rate, because by the time they book a call, YouTube already did all the selling, so the call becomes a formality. Now, obviously, the more videos you have at each level, the better the funnel will work. More educational videos means more entry point. More problem-solving videos means you're showing up for more specific searches. More case studies means more proof stacking. But you don't need 50 videos to get started. You don't need to grind for 6 months hoping something will stick. You just need these 3 types. And honestly, most people selling high-ticket offers already have everything they need to start making these videos today. They have the knowledge for educational content, they have the expertise for problem-solving content, and they have at least one success that can be shown as a case study, even if it's a case study of their own. The only thing stopping them is thinking that they need more than I actually do. So if you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing. I will be breaking down more of these organic strategies. And if you want to get help building your YouTube channel as a client acquisition system, there is a link in the description to book a free strategy call. We will look at your offer, your niche, and map out exactly what your first videos should be about.